Hey, Trados. Sorry I'm late. My power, I don't know, it went stupid, man. It was like 15 minutes, 12 times the power turned on and off, so I don't know. I mean, so like, hey, if my stream just doesn't exist today, if it doesn't happen, the power is gonna keep doing that. So here I am, man. Here Bitcoin is still above $40,000. Barely above it. Still at the top of the old range, I guess. And yeah, man, being so oversold finally on the daily, you held up, but you're not out of the woods yet. There's no edge. There's nothing like implying at this current time, oh yeah, reversal to the outside is definitely happening next. So, but yeah, holding above 39,855, which is a candle high close from January 14th, is always good. Trying to hold it as support. I love Ethereum. Ethereum above 2,500, 2,600 is amazing. Is bullish, really. But it's all on Bitcoin, man, which is up almost pretty much 10% today. You know, with all coins recovering double-digit percentage gaining, all of them, right? Every single one of them. So some more than others, but whatever, you know. But if you saw yesterday, they were down 30 to 50%. So yeah, still no edge. Bitcoin I'll feel most comfortable if you ever get above 44K. All right, if we ever get back above this February 9th and 28th level, I'm gonna feel great about it. But until then, man, I'm just really skeptical because I understand like the price action history between 30K, 40K, and straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up. That's it so far. So mysteries abound. Sorry, man, there's not an edge that I can supply you with, unfortunately. Okay? Ethereum actually looks better than Bitcoin, and there's reasons why. All right, Bitcoin. All right, Ethereum's 2,500, 2,600. Bitcoin's like 40K to 43, 44K. All right, Ethereum's above that critical level on its own chart, where Bitcoin's below it. So it's like, I don't know, man. Right? I love Ethereum above 25, 2,600, dude. Like, this is it, dude. Like staying in your on the last 4 hour candle, you tried to hold it. Look, you sprung. You're trying to backtest the spring on the last 4 hour candle, and now you're just hanging out in between 2,600 and 3,000, where we did run up this morning and test $3,000 briefly before pulling back and going as low as 2,577. I mean, that's some volatility, man. I mean, it doesn't look like it may be on the chart, but compared to normal, that is a 14% swing in 4 or 5 hours, dude. That's not normal. That's high volatility. Okay, so if you can stay above it, man, I'm bullish. I'm actually bullish on Ethereum above 2,500. Bearish below it. Not even really, though, because there's so much support at 2K and 1960. I mean, it's just there's so much support down here. That I like Ethereum more than Bitcoin right now for sure. But we all know what's going to happen to Ethereum if Bitcoin decides to, regard 42K as resistance too many times and starts selling off, falls below $40,000, makes this descent down to 30K. There's no way this can hold on to 2,500. But until then, I like it, man. I like Ethereum. No edge, technically. No edge. You might get it, like, think about, you rally a little bit more, you sell off, maybe you could try to double bottom at 2,500 and then convergence appears, where you could say that. Sometimes you're like, and here's the thing that, I don't maybe emphasize enough, there doesn't have to be an edge for an asset to rally. To V-shaped recovery, there doesn't have to be an edge. It's just part of that coin flips chance thing, like where, we're using technical analysis to give ourselves the weighted coin. 55, 60, 65, 70% chance, that it lands on that side of the coin versus the always 50% chance unless there's an edge. And right now there's just no edge on Ethereum. So it could just V-shape here and go 3,500, 4K while Bitcoin moons, same thing because there's no edge. So, the edge kind of is just like you can't break 42K. You've tried and failed a couple times now, and you got to break that eventually. Hold on a sec. All discombobulated. My power goes out and I've turned things back on. All the inputs get screwed up and they go to default and I have to change them all. It just is a painstaking process. All right, so just bear with me. So, yeah, man. Get above 3,000, you go to 3,500. You can't hold 3,000, you go to 2,500, 2,600. You already did that. Bitcoin sells off, you go to 2,500, then you break it, then you go to 2,000. So it's just like, flip the coin right now. Sorry. No confirmation lows, just one reaction to critical supports. That's it. And it's kind of like that everywhere, Now, hey, good news is, I guess, for now, until this changes tomorrow or something, huge volume spike on bids today, getting back above the major area. But man, that negative momentum is continuing to build. It's obviously your all-time highs on negative Momo. And you weren't oversold, you had 37 and bounced. There's just no edge. No edge in sight. I don't get how Ethereum could be Wyckoff distribution. Maybe at the top, but it played out. It's over now. It's done, right? Go back to the drawing board. Maybe that was your edge up there. Same thing with Bitcoin. Maybe you had your edge on Wyckoff, but now the markdown happened and it hit like a measured move. Targets, like if you were going to target the size of the structure of the breakout, you pretty much hit those areas at 30K. So, like, the slate is clean now. So I think coin flip, but hey, that's me. And that's okay, because there's not always going to be an edge in the market. You'd be delusional or in denial to think that there will always be some clarity on where any particular asset's going to be at any given time. That's just not how TA works. Not real TA, fake moon boy prediction crap stuff. Sure, yeah. But I don't think they could provide a strong argument via technical analysis with those stupid predictions and stuff at all times. Aliens good for crypto? Probably, because they'll be like, yeah, we use crypto, our own form of alien crypto, and our intergalactic space federation, probably, right? They'll be like, we don't use paper fiat. That's a joke, dude. Probably. So, yeah, Ethereum, again, whatever, man. Above 2,500, you're good. Below it, not very good. You know, you always run the risk of, you know, Bitcoin wants to retest 30K, or, you know, go down to make a deep retrace 32K or something. Ethereum could do it too. Then you get a confirmation low, like a huge double bottom, right? Ending up making higher lows than the previous lows, and all as well, and it runs the upside. What's up, Ziggy? Yep, absolutely. Stocks, man. Maybe there's not too much opportunity with the formula that we have in this community, but on crypto, but there is on stocks for sure, and I guess we'll go into that today. People would want to see it. Litecoin, same thing. It's just like the move just happened, man. When your move just happens, my TA can't help you. You need more data after a huge jump like that. But you can't say it's not it bounced off critical areas and rallied. Not a very strong rally, not yet anyway. So there's flip the coin, dude. Flip the coin on Litecoin. It goes down with Bitcoin. It goes up with Bitcoin. Right, it either goes back down to 145 or goes up to 245, depending on if Bitcoin wants to break below 40,000, mark down, or go up to 43K. It's simple, right? But I need more data. Okay, so I'm just gonna go across, like, you know, whatever these charts, and it's the same thing over and over and over. Like, there's no edge on XRP, even though it's held up much stronger than all the other coins. Doge too. Doge, I can't even believe it, man. Doge's pretty strong compared to many other assets that got destroyed. It didn't. XRP bounced off 86 cents. I mean, it could go locally to back test 86 cents again if things turn for the worse for Bitcoin, sure, but maybe down there an edge develops, and a local double bottom with a major daily double bottom, that could be momentous. That could be a wonderful opportunity to take along. But yeah, above 112 is extremely good, right? I mean, you got Ethereum back testing, holding above 2,500. You got XRP, you know, breaking back above 112, back testing it as support, trying to hold on. It's at the whims of Bitcoin. So sweet. Litecoin, XRP, Bitcoin, Ethereum. I mean, you pick an S coin and it's pretty much the same for the most part. Doge though, up 20% today. But dude, look at this. All those other patterns, all those other coins had stuff like this before the crash, and they got so violated. They got wrecked, right? But Doge just simply ended up painting an M-shaped pattern that looks really strong, where look at the D point, look at that 88% retrace bouncing off that old ice line, right, where you sprung and you marked up to all-time highs, and now it's a, you know, Bartley pattern, right? I mean, that's pretty amazing looking. No edge yet though, so it would be a golden opportunity if Doge could ever get back down to 23 cents for a potential double bottom confirmation low at the deep retrace, the 886 value perceived areas, right? So, but yeah, right now you're just at the congestion area, the old high from April 16th and April 19th, and you're just soul searching with Bitcoin. You know, you break above that, could go really well. I mean, you break above 40 cents, I think you very well could see 75 cents. But if Bitcoin doesn't want to play ball, it's not happening, dude. It's going down to 22.9 cents. 23 cents pretty much. All right, so that's it. Flip the coin, man. Flip the coin with no edge right now. Sorry, when the impulse happens, that's X to A. Always kind of X to A situation. So one wave down, we gotta make more waves. We gotta create divergence. So you gotta do those things. It takes time. So reading if there's anything worthy in chat. Not really, I don't think, right? So just keep this one on your radar. Doge could be potentially amazing. I just talking about a technical perspective, I don't care about it being an Elon thing or Tesla or Moon Boys. I don't care. I'm just looking at the chart, dude, and it looks better than like all the other ones. It does. It looks better than ICX, IOTA. But Hex is a different story. Hex is actually in its own world too, and it's amazing. It's so good. It's freaking amazing, dude. Look. It's a falling wedge pattern after a nice markup. So the pause in the trend, down sloping price contraction, bullish divergence. What? Bullish divergence? An edge on Hex? Yes.
Scrub harmonic on the week. Not sure about some divergence. Thanks. Strong work.
What's up, real DJT? Thank you, man, for the 2075. Sure. We'll look at ADT, the security company. No problem, man. So Hex, you think Bitcoin takes a turn for the worse, or it's not doing very well? I mean, like, oh, it ran to 42K and got rejected, and now it's like, you know, just flirting with, it's now below 40K, and right? Say Bitcoin starts taking a turn for the worse, and the Hex goes down and tests 4.1 cents again. My God, you show up, you end up making probably triple MACD bullish divergence on a little double bottom at the area, the first profit-taking level of the trade setup. Entry was 1.1 cents. Yeah, you back test that June 10th open for the second time inside a falling wedge with triple divergence. Dude, that would be an amazing swing trade opportunity where the target would, you can do measured moves, but eventually it's that position trade 9.7 cent target. So this is in its own league, okay, its own world, and it's amazing. I love Hex technically, but that's nothing new, right? At all if you watch this stream or if you're a patron. Hex is so good. Nothing looks like this. Make an analyst on Bitcoin on 1 hour. Best scenario, huh? It's easy coming up with scenarios that are the best case for Bitcoin. I mean, oh, it doesn't sell off here and breaks above 44K, back tests it as support, and then V-shaped recoveries up to 58, 62, 64K, right? Any Moon Boy can do that, I guess, right? Scenario. So Hex could be Kang's, man, in time, right? You know, it's a win-win for Hex, okay? It's a win-win. Bitcoin goes Moon, Hex goes to Moon earlier probably, even though it doesn't have a very high beta to Bitcoin anyway. Bitcoin sells off and the market starts dumping again after a really nice 30% up day, 20% up day on most coins. It goes down and double bottoms and makes more divergence, and then that's an entry for a new swing trade setup, you know, and then it goes nuts. Okay, good luck, Bitcoin. All right, let's look at total real quick. That has not really shown me any kind of promising recent price action from its plunge, where it went to a low point of $1.3 trillion, has merely rallied back up to test the congestion area that was once a resistance, support as resistance again. So that's not really bullish behavior right now, just like Bitcoin's not showing bullish behavior at 40 to 43K. It's not. It's rejecting it. It's saying, it's confirming to market participants, at least for now until this changes. I mean, I'm talking as I'm speaking to you, this is a form of confirmation that what was once support is resistance now, and that's not good. That's bearish price action. I'm just saying.
Can you look at? Thanks.
Samir, what's up, dude? Thank you, man. Roll Tide. So, I mean, like, it's hard being, like, you know, optimistic until new pieces of data present themselves. Those pieces of data being you break back above $1.835 trillion and then you back test it to confirm the validity of it being a support, not a resistance, right? That's what we want on every asset that's at critical levels, you know. You want this, And then you want this. We haven't done that. We've only done the bearish side of things, right? Okay, so get right, crypto. The wreckage could continue despite this little rally
Thoughts
today.
on Mosaic, MOS?
It can't be easy for those bears. Thanks for the 1337. But it is, $20 requests. It's just a thing. It's like a rule. So thank you. Okay. I don't know, man. I mean, like, we can go through them, but it's like the same story on every chart, pretty much. Like, every one, man. Violated these harmonics because Bitcoin crashed. And now they're at lower levels, and they're showing no edge. It's like, that's the stream, dude. The story of the stream. I guess we can just randomly go to, like, Nano or something. Look, man, I mean, Nano... Old all-time highs. You fell below it, but you rally. You're above it. You're anything above 717 is bullish on Nano. It is. That's like a mega level. That was the reason why the long setup was posted, and it hit 2 of the 3 targets before reversing and dumping. Right? It's just crypto, man. It's so insane. From the highest high at 1772 to just days later, less than a week later, it lost 74, let's just say 75% of its value in less than a week. It's just, that doesn't happen anywhere but in crypto.
Sorry didn't catch the update. Mosaic, MOS.
Eaton, thank you. Yep, sure, absolutely. What's up, Rolls Royce? Did that go through already? I guess it did. Yeah, but yeah, that's the thing. Some were at nice levels, like, ICX and KNC, they were at great levels. They had bounced off those PCZs, those critical levels, and then Bitcoin said, I don't care, crash.
Mitch, quick question. Does the total market crypto cap include USDT? Does that mean people sell from coins to USDT, or doesn't it mean money is going out from crypto including US?
That's a good question. I don't know if it's got US dollar tether involved. Does anyone else know? Someone out there that knows, want to comment on that with some verification? Figured it would be just all cryptos, but yeah, maybe Tether would be. It doesn't. Someone said yes. So of course. How about a mod? Look that up, figure it out. Yeah, I'm not gonna do this whole yes, no from a bunch of different people. Yeah, dude, I mean, just only look at these coins. I mean, you think it's definitely like great areas, but no edge yet. Like, at these levels, maybe you sell off again, you get a double bottom, you show divergence or something, and you'd be good. But on an impulse down like that, it's just the same painted picture of high volume, right? Like, good God, Dash on the 4-hour, highest level of volume you've seen since May 10th. Of last year. It's been over a year since this much volume came into Dash on the 4-hour. So it's just going to literally do exactly what Bitcoin does. Bitcoin goes down to 30K, then Dash is going down to 145 again to possibly double bottom, which could be awesome. If not, then it's going to rally up to 280. If it breaks 280, it goes 337, and there you go, man. I mean, it's just, do we have ourselves kind of like a crab pattern? Dang, it was close, 1414, but no, 1618 is way lower. It's at like $90. God. And look how, just think about perspective here, how deep it went. Was like targets the trade setup back from January. Remember the patient man? It was such an educational experience. It's like it went to go touch those levels. That's so insane, man. Welcome to crypto. Cardano up 22% roughly, right? Hit the bottom of the trading range, and after hitting that rally, it broke back out of the trading range like it was nothing, and it's just holding on. I mean, no edge per se. Dang, you were close to an edge. I mean, it was about the same low, slightly lower low, so you could have almost been like, yeah, there was hidden bullish divergence there, but not quite. So this one looks really strong. Cardano's awesome for now. So worst, a bad case scenario, Bitcoin slowly bleeds out or something to try to double bottom maybe off 36K or something, even goes a little lower, then you think Cardano could see 147, 148 again. Think about a double bottom, a confirmation low, at the top of the range, right? What was once resistance has become support, not once but twice. That is like some of the most powerful forms of confirmation you could ever achieve, you could ever see as an analyst trader. Not one time, no one knows on the first time, that's scary. But the second time, oh boy, second time is that confirmation that you, me, other market participants around the world are looking for.
Found you recently because of your Twitch stream. Wish I had found you sooner.
Interesting.
Saved me a lot
Twitch stream.
Losses. Better late than never. Thanks, man.
Dang, man, I didn't know that. I'm gonna restream again on Twitch, or just do it like once a week. It was crazy, man. I mean, the past couple times I've been streaming on Twitch, we've had like 700-800 people tune in. So I don't know, man. It's a clearer picture over there, but you can't rewind. So that kind of is annoying because people will come in and be like, hey, can you look at this? And say, we already looked at it. Just rewind the stream. Can't do that on Twitch. So yeah, dude, despite it not having an edge right now, it's still awesome. I mean, just think about it. Bitcoin just made multi-month lows. Its lowest level, its lowest daily candle close since February 5th or something stupid, dude, right? And then you got old Cardano that's like, what, dude? What? Yeah, you had the intraday price action, but this low here, higher than this low from April 23rd, it's just a different chart. It's so much more bullish looking technically than Bitcoin itself. And really, so is Ethereum. So are a lot of these coins. They're not making lower lows. Some are. Some actually are. And it's like, sucks. Yeah, but you're looking for the ones that after all that selling, all that craziness, like the 6th worst sell-off in Bitcoin history. You're looking for the altcoins that weren't affected too bad when it was all said and done. This is all said and done, kind of. I mean, you got the crash, dude, all right? You got it. You got the event, you got a reaction. So now we just want a form of confirmation that the bottom's in. So yeah. Great day for stocks. Really, really good day for stocks. Tesla was your top gainer today on the S&P 500. Nvidia, Ford, Netflix, PayPal, AT&T, they all followed. It was good, man. What a turnaround for a lot of things that have just been getting beaten down incessantly, it feels like. But opportunity's knocking. Opportunity knocks in the stock market, dude. I did a big scanning session today, and I can't even believe how many opportunities there are that I wish there were in crypto. They're just not yet. I mean, there were times when crypto was showing tremendous amounts of opportunity, and stocks were just like not really showing much opportunity. So I guess I could go into those today for you. Don't think we're getting many requests ever again. I think since this crash, the dynamic has changed tremendously. It happens, man, from my experience. So let's just look at the SPX. It filled a gap. No gap. Created another gap though, and I like one bottom, two bottoms, kind of like a mini double bottom there with kind of divergence in ways, convergence, divergence. So kind of trying to show a confirmation low. So the gap fill 41.87, I guess would still be the same target, and then all-time highs after that.
This $21. Hi Mitch, can you look at Polymetal International PLC Poly, please?
Yeah, Poly, sure. Whip, thanks, man. 21, absolutely. Yeah, dude. Well, so that's your S&P, whatever. Dow Jones, Industrial, and I'm just continuing. What did it bounce off that? Oh, none of my work saved. No, it did save. Sorry. So yeah, look, kind of trying to double bottom here, mini double bottom, You know, it's not very strong, but hey, you know, that old supply line's now looking like a demand line. Above that's bullish as crap, and then the target would be just filling the gap at 34,755, and then all-time highs after that. It's just money printer go burr, stonks go up, index funds anyway go up. So I mean, we can look at the Qs too. Qs, man. It's the Qs. Confirmation low, rally, gapped up though. So it's just, you create these gaps. There's so many of them, man, that they almost always fill. So if this continues to rally, you're thinking about 338 would probably be a target. Higher low, nice. Held the heart line, held that freaking heart line, held above the 200 moving average. So things are still going well on the Qs again, right?
I see
After the sell-off.
Shark on USD on weekly. I know, right? LOL.
A bullish shark on the DXY. Ooh, Bitcoin. Hey, Bitcoin, how you doing? How you doing, Bitcoin? Holding that 40K and like in a second up $1,000. That's always nice, man. Flip that coin, dude. Flip that coin on Bitcoin. I don't care. This is why you have a hold account. No matter what happens, man, it sucks. It's anxiety on the way down, but okay, man, I'm not paying taxes, and I'm not selling after it just did what it did, like 6th worst sell-off ever. Like, imagine selling after yesterday. God, dude, it's just, at this point, ride it out, man. Like, on your hold account, okay? I'm not talking about your trading and stuff. I'm just talking about, I would think most people here have a hold account that's worth a lot, right? You just gotta look. The volatility is so high in crypto, man. It's just hard to stay solvent to make reasonable, rational trades. Dude, we just looked at Ethereum in less than 5 hours. The asset swung 15%, and it barely looks like it moved, but it did a lot. That can take a toll on your psyche, man. So we look for assets that I'll show you today what you want to see, okay? And they had been presenting themselves on cryptos, but they play out, or they get halfway to playing out, then they fail and crash with Bitcoin, whatever, right? So we'll look. So let's go to real quick one of the darlings. Yes, one of the darlings, which is called gold. Look at it every day. We really started paying attention to it down here on that second low with the daily bullish tweezer pattern, reversal pattern. There was daily bullish divergence on the second low, and it was a back test of a spring of the old downsloping demand line. It was like Wykoffian, Bulkowski, divergence. It was really nice, right? It was just a really educational experience witnessing this analysis with all of you, right? Because every day we're here, like 7 days a week, and we go to gold like at the beginning of the stream, kind of like every day, and it's just down here, right there. Japanese candlestick, divergence, spring back test of spring of downsloping support. It was wonderful and rallied us. You weren't quite out of the woods, but you finally got back above the very critical levels you need to be above, and anything above 1800 long enough, probability runs higher that you're going to go up to 1900 to 1920 to test those highs. Straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down. That was all the history you had. Kind of straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, pretty much. So straight up again. You're almost at the third target of the trade setup. And guess what, dude? You break 1900, dude. See you at 2000 probably. See you at 23, 25, $3,000 eventually. This is a multi-year cycle that's bullish, very bullish. You went 2/3 of a year into a correction that you're breaking out of now, and there's not much resistance left. And inflation is a very real thing that's already happened, but now the people, right, the bureaucrats and the public figures that are, they're holier than thou, they're so much smarter than us, they're now finally saying it. It's kind of hard to ignore. Commodity prices up 35+% on average on everything, right? Lumber up 300+%. I mean, in a year. Yeah, finally. So, okay, finally, I guess gold can start going now. So, it's not just gold, it's also silver. And we're just making the rounds before we do the requests, whatever, dude. What is it? Across the markets is kind of like the channel. That's like the theme is like crypto, you know, and when crypto's going nuts and, you know, there's opportunity, we focus a lot more on crypto, but we still try to, you know, keep you up to date on what's happening with precious metals and stocks. So Ascending Triangle, it's still just hanging out, man, well off the entry, and eventual soft target of $30, $31, the hard target $35+ Great. Oh, maybe there's inflation, dude. Yeah, maybe, man. Dude, Jerome Powell is onto something, man. I just thought about it. He's right. And that's like the way normies or people who don't pay attention are doing things. They're like literally listening to them. Oh, ADT is incredible, dude. ADT, this is my Roth IRA still. This is my Roth IRA from back like late December. I can't remember. Was it Jeffrey Yoon? Who was it? Who was it? Someone brought this up, and it was like they were in the running for Hype King. It almost hit the target and sold off, and then created this crazy mega double bottom. You know, it pays a dividend, not much, but dude, this is a huge structure. More opportunity. This thing is probably going to $15 eventually. $13 to $15. Yeah, ADT. It just confirmed a higher low early March, but that higher low was off a critical ice line congestion area, but at the same time, it was a higher low. So confirmation of what? Accumulation. This is spectacular. This asset is broken out. Anything above 961 is $13. This is going to $13. Extremely high probability. That's it. Oh, but look at Pundicoin, dude. Screw ADT. Look at Pundicoin because crypto. No, look at this, dude. This is what you want to see on crypto. This is what you want to see on anything. Everything. Lower risk, higher reward opportunity, momentum is shifted, higher lows, confirmation higher lows, ice lines held. You know, it's above, it's broken out, re-broken out. It tried a couple times in February. We were excited about it, but it failed, right? It was earnings. Earnings killed you, but it didn't kill you. It knocked you down, and ADT has risen, all right? $13, still target. That's a trade setup area. I mean, that's trade setup target, and then above that, you just go with the Fibonacci $15. $15, then $17. Okay, that's ADT. Fantastic looking chart, technically. Dude, look at Pundicoin. Who cares? Who cares about an amazing looking asset or many good looking assets in stocks right now when crypto is just not giving us that right at this current time? But you only have like 6+ months to trade crypto over and over and over again with so many edges presenting themselves for 6+ months. Like, where were you then? Okay. We'll see here. Let me check my notes. Mosaic. No, I mean, like, I look at this chart and I immediately see, not very. I mean, it's at critical levels, at a major inflection point. No opportunity for a long at all, unless you're just. I mean, look, dude. It's a beautiful right angle, descending, broadening formation. Kind of. I mean, almost like literally. I mean, that is. Like KHC. You know what we're going to do? Let's just do this real quick. Matthew D and Wolfman would probably appreciate this. Hold on, just give me a second. It's going to take a minute to load. Just hold on. I can't make this thing go any faster. Oh, I exceeded that 1618. Oh, it's amazing though. Oh, it's amazing. It just keeps going. Okay, so starts a little bit. The partial decline was brilliant. Brilliant partial decline. More accumulation. Demand line created. I'm getting rid of the, just some of the noise so you can see just kind of where we are. Dang it, man, I don't want to get rid of all of it, but I just want you to see a shot for shot of like what a right-angled descending broadening formation can manifest into as a reversal, right? Once you broke that, so it's different, you know, because KHC, we knew the target no matter what on the breakout was $46, $56, $48 gap fill, right? It's on its way. I mean, we think you can't ever say for certain it's going to get there immediately, but it's certainly trying to get to those targets of the trade setup fast, but or not, you know, fast in stock terms, not crypto terms. February 12th was the breakout and it's still going. So that is what KHC or MOS is doing. Very similar structure. There was another, I mean, it was more insane on KHC. Nothing was like KHC, where it had just been devastated. It was a beautiful freaking downtrend, broke out, and then it was like, you know, the meme, the kid who's smiling with braces on, he gets wrecked all the time. It's like KHC broke out, and then the smiley face guy or whatever nerd buys into KHC with no confirmation, and it crashed. And then he probably sold, and then it rallied again, then created this beautiful pattern. Hit that sell wall, sold off, made a higher low, multiple higher lows, and then just gone. So that's definitely what looks like is developing on MOS in its own way. All right, so KHC, geez, man. Nice chart at MOS, Mosaic. We'll see here, support resistance wise. Where are we? Ah, man, there's just so much resistance, dude. Right? So I can't tell you, like, even KHC just butting up against the resistance, it's really tough to be like, oh, great low risk area to go long, right? The asset, you know, MOS. From the COVID crash low, right, to now, non-stop in 426 days is up almost 500%. It's premium. You're paying premium, not value. No value here, right? Value's on retraces from previous lows to highs. So what did KHC do when it hit that top trend line again? It sold off, thankfully, and created some sort of, you know, much higher low than the previous lows, and then began a rally and created that demand line, more higher lows, butting up against that sell wall. That's what horizontal line resistance is, a sell wall. So I can't say it's actionable right now at this time, but it's an extremely bullish structure. And if you get a pullback, it'd be a blessing. Look, I mean, maybe it comes to back test this little level here, right? This little March 2016, February 2016 level. Dude, this is a huge structure, multi-year large structure. So that's, you know, maybe back test that, hold it as support, and any broadening formation, any sort of rectangle, you get partial declines after testing that sell wall. Any sell-off that fails to get back down to that demand line equals a potential partial decline. If it pivots and rallies and comes back up to the top trend line, then it would be considered a confirmed partial decline, which then you have a 70% chance of a breakout. So, you know, it's not every day you get those amazing 70% chance plays, but we'll be looking for it on MOS, all right? Remember, 500% in a little over a year, straight up. No value, but maybe you get a pullback soon. Okay? Anyway, moving on. Feeler? Okay. There you go, Eden. Thanks. This one's on. Oh, wait. Polymetal on the London Stock Exchange or what? Whippy. Not seeing exactly what you want. I'm just gonna wait on Whippy real quick, okay? Because there's two different ones. I don't know which exchange, and I don't want to look at the wrong one. So just hurry up and tell me in the chat.
Bid / used 4 hours on Polony X, please and thank you.
Okay, hung low. I bet you it looks like everything else. Going out on a whim here, but we'll look. Okay. Thanks, dude. Whippy, are you there? I don't know what you're doing, but if you can hear me, man, if I'm in your eardrums, I need to know which Polly. I mean, it looks like maybe this one that broke out. I bet you it's probably this one. Yeah, it did break out. It wasn't a wedge, though. It was just like a flag, kind of. I don't know. You could have definitely made the argument it was a wedge. Look at this. A little late on, right? I think this is what he requested. Isn't that pretty beautiful? But at the same time, it's kind of like, is it a X, A, B, C, D? You know, 7, 8, 6, 8, 8, 6 up there. That might definitely be real. So, I mean, you know, wedges, you can target a couple ways. This one's well off its value, right? I mean, 1600 looked like it'd be good, a good area, right? Because just it's strategic. Yeah, look at that, man. It's just, look at the zone. What was once a resistance support is the support again. It's a spring back test of spring. You know, it's just beautiful with the wedge. And unfortunately, you're up, man. You're up off that. And now you have to consider each swing high could be a reversal area. If you want to do a measure move, we could just do a bread and butter measure move of the structure from the breakout. What's up, Sadageki? He says, yo, can you check out PCG? Yeah, sure. Please remind me if I forget. I didn't do it intentionally. It's just different because those they do not show up on my Stream Elements feed. So if you wanted a 100% measured move of this falling wedge pattern, which not all falling wedges ever achieve their 100% measured moves, okay? 2,194.
Any chance taking a look at that? Should our members be holding more BTC than ETH at the moment?
We'll look at Ethereum and Bitcoin. So the thing is about Bitcoin dominance hit that 886, leading me to believe that Bitcoin might start outperforming a lot of altcoins because it's gotten so low on market cap dominance that just naturally, based on deep levels, that it would retrace some, maybe end up just making a lower high. But even if it does, that means for a while Bitcoin might be outperforming altcoins. I mean, you think about how much money was taken out of altcoins past week or so, or few days. And Bitcoin, where who knows where that money is going to roll back into, because it's already coming back, and it's coming back into many altcoins today. But they're still well off those highs, except Hex and Cardano, kind of. So doesn't this look like Hex, man? Poly on don't even know what exchange it says. MOEX. So another way to look at it, this way more conservative, and if you're able to get in at much lower levels, you can trade it this way. It's not even close to equitable now, right? If you're talking about getting in, finding bottoms like double bottoms or, you know, back test of springs that are closer to the bottom, then your 50% is a target, and so are 618s. So I mean, like, you're already there. So
To the MACD, RSI bearishness on the 4 hours thoughts.
what's up, Normalized? Thanks for the 20. We can look at XPEV. Sure. For sure, man. So yeah, you can't Fibonacci. You cannot Fibonacci here for targets because you're already there. You're already at a 50% retrace. You're already near the 618, which would be 50%. Those are the two targets for profit taking conservatively. But again, if it's like a Bulkowski breakout and it's going to go for it, $2,200. Or at least 2,088, which is the all-time high, I believe. That's a beautiful pause in the crazy parabolic trend you're in, isn't it? Yeah, it's such an outperformer. It's looking great, man. So we'll see if it happens. All right, Poly. Bullish. Let's see. DXY.
My man.
The alert.
Been a minute here. Love stonk streams. Hail patrons. Got asked about knock. Need a second look if you please.
We will look. Thank you, Jimmy, for the 20. Supported. Much love. Someone says Shark. Well, I thought it was a cipher. It was a cipher at first. Well, no. Dang it, it wasn't. It was definitely a shark. You're right. I don't even know. I think it was just I had it there because it had pivoted very well at a demand line. But yeah, you're right. An 886. 113. It hasn't hit the 113% retrace yet then, huh? 113 on a shark would be down here. The PCZ of the deepest you could go. This would be it. There's nothing deeper. It is then invalid after... after 89.35. It's bad, dude. It's very bearish. It's having so much trouble. We can't catch bids, right? Anytime it rallies, lower high, lower high, lower high. So bad, dude. Look at the bullish divergence was there too. Oh yeah, it was just like a combination of variables. But remember, in bearish, hyper bearish conditions, it doesn't matter. Like you could have all the bullish indicators, structures, best argument in the world, but remember, when the trend is bearish and you're looking for long opportunities, it's like going into the ocean when the red flag's up and there's a very strong undertow and you're trying to swim against the undertow. It's called counter trend trading. Good luck, dude, because in very bearish conditions, guess what? Bullish indicators, bullish patterns are far less reliable, and even if they do play out, they oftentimes underperform, meaning like, oh, it rallied, holy crap, it goes to like a 38% retrace and then craps out again. It's because it's pathetic, because the bears have control of the market for now until something majorly changes. That's the way the DXY is. Have you not seen what happened since the COVID crash, dude? It's been a bloodbath for the US dollar. That's it. Yeah, there's the other pairs are like great, man. Like the euro and the pound, and Canadian dollar, Australian dollar. I think they look great, right? I mean, I think the pound like had this euro had this crazy multi-year downtrend breakout. So yeah, they're doing awesome. Sucks for which they're an aggregate of all those pairings that make up the DXY. So. Okay, that's your DXY, man. It's trash, dude. But yeah, maybe it makes it to 83 or 89, 83 and bounces or something. But it's super bearish, man. You can't just keep printing money, and I guess it's correlating pretty well on the chart, isn't it? Yep. For now. Did you misspin the wheel, Scrog? I mean, it might be dead, but who knows? Like, I just will be so surprised if it's a chug on the first spin. It's not, thank God, man. It's been like that before, though. Jeffrey, it wasn't you, dude. AG, yeah, look at AG. Silva, I can imagine it looks good. Oh, it looks effing ridiculous, man. Oh, but that's cool, though, because we're really bullish on silver anyway. Dude, this is like, yup, this is what dreams are made of, chat. This is what stupid dreams are made of. Just look at it, man. Just, you gotta play it.
How would you look at that?
Right, it's just momentum shifting, a nice bullish uptrend, well above the 200 moving average. You could say, I bet on this 4 hour, 60 minute, there's like a bullish Gartley there, a bullish whatever, bullish Gartley Bartley, 88%, perfect, deep value. That's what we're talking about. And now it's like 1815. What's 1815? It's like this high that goes back to August 2016, man. So good. What was it? Was it the weekly? It was the weekly. Yeah, that's where I plotted that. It's right here. It's a candle high close from the week of August 8th, 2016. You can see you're just below it. You break that, man. You will do just like you did up here. That's just when there's no support, resistance, or when you break a critical area like that. You understand there's nowhere that market participants with a lot of money can strategize where they'd put sell orders. The only area market participants could strategize putting sell orders above 1811 is 2220. And it went up to test that. It even went higher. It went to the freaking tip top, $24 and change, right? It went to $24.01 before it pulled back violently. Whoa, it opened up there, right? It gapped up and then dumped, filled the gap. It's consolidating. Trend is really bullish. Look at this, Jeffrey, man. You got hidden bullish divergence to boot on the weekly. Get out of here in a very positive way, in a very bullish way. Wow. See you 22.20, 24 bucks again on AG eventually. All right, that's it. That's AG. Deal with it. Silver's bullish. Everything connected to silver is probably bullish too. AG is. Nice. Okay. Baidu, really bullish, man. Yup, bid to the US dollar. Wow. I think anything above 2.6 pennies is ridiculous. It's one of those structures, right, where, hey man, it may fail. It's down 4% today, but it's B being hyper deep, right? Mega deep. It's 886 on B and a higher low. That's that strong structure that oftentimes manifests into much higher prices, right? 886. So that's a bullish deep crab, potentially bullish deep crab. There's only one pattern completion zone. There's one node. It's the 1.618 fib extension, which would take ye all the way to 5.2 cents. So eventually, really want to stay above 2.6 cents since that's the October 16th high of last year.
Looks like Adam and Eve double bottom.
Yeah, there's a multitude of those potential double bottoms going on across the market, stock market. That problem is, like, if I scan and stuff, we get requests. It just gets tough for me to get to those. But so I'll also plot this wick high, the open wick. As you can see, that's definitely real. Like, after it was created there on the first day. Look at this, February 11th, touched it like Jesus, reversed. Look, touched it like the Jesus like a few days ago in reverse. So all you got to do now, just make a higher low than the previous low from 1.8 cents, and it'll eventually run up again to test 3.85 cents, and once it breaks 3.85 cents, price discovery again 5.2, 5.3 cents is your target. Okay, eventually on bid to the US dollar. Nice. Lots of accumulation, no problem with these micro caps, these ones that, hey, I've never heard of that before. Those are like the ones not really being affected too bad by Bitcoin's crash. Yes, literal crash. That's a real crash that Bitcoin had yesterday. You're delusional to say Bitcoin dumping yesterday was not a form of a crash. It was. Okay. Dude, that's not a big deal. Only the 6th worst crash in Bitcoin's history, but it's not a crash, dude. It was just it was nothing, dude. Every day thing on crypto, not at all. Love it, man. Bid, keep your eye on it, man. You could also, right now you could definitely argue some form of, not so much, but just think about what really is going on. I sell wall at 3.85 cents. With accumulation, so it's like a pseudo ascending triangle. So we could go all the way down to that demand line, test that and bounce, and still fine, even breaking below 2.6 cents. So I think you got a good one here that could be setting up for much higher prices eventually. Okay, and going from that inception high to the low, what's going on? Oh, look at that, the major high to low, the 1.618 of the structure, the deep crab, is confluent with the 1414 fib extension. Nice. X marks the spot. 5 pennies on bid eventually. I'm right. Cool. Gosh dang it. Anonymous said one. Nope, I don't care, man. We looked at the right one. I know we looked at the right one. Ethereum to Bitcoin's fine. Ethereum to Bitcoin is still in its bullish phase, the acceleration markup phase. It pulled back because Bitcoin pulled back, but it's fine. I mean, you'd be lucky at this point to backtest 5.2, 5.3 million sats. You haven't done it yet. It's just not. You have not once backtested that, and if it did happen, it'd be so natural, normal, and it could be an area to add to one's position. 5.2 million satoshis. You're at 6.7 million right now. So all I did was backtest the measured move of the structural breakout, whatever. But the target's still 8.5 million sats, and then 11 million sats after that if you ever break it. So business as usual for Ethereum to continue to outperform Bitcoin according to this chart. Even though you might get some more in the next, couple weeks or something, it might mark down more for a really powerful back test, which I would love, man. I'd love nothing more than a back test on that, because then it's like, hey, one could add to their position. That's where smart market participants do add to their position. Areas like this, after big markups like that, we know you broke critical resistance, you pull back, you come down to confirm that what was once resistance support years ago is support again. That's what we want. We may not get it, but I'm just saying. And no matter what, at this point, it's almost inevitable wherever Ethereum to Bitcoin begins to pivot, hidden bullish divergence will happen. Yeah, it's gonna happen. So, Johnny, man, oh my God! Cheers, brother, man. Icelandic Jesus, man.
Johnny LTR and the artist and tipped $100. Hi brother, thanks to you and the Patreon education I was out of all crypto before the dawn. Thanks for all the years which have changed my life financially. Can you look at bar BTC things?
We'll do it, Johnny, man. Oh, I don't know if I did the best job of because there were like altcoins that looked okay, their PCZs, even though I hated Bitcoin. I thought Bitcoin looked so bad the day before the crash. I mean, that was awful looking. It was just disgusting. So, Corey, well, you own some Bitcoin pairs, huh? Maybe there's opportunity there. Maybe that's where I'm not looking, I'm just, I'm not looking at BTC pairs. This one is no value, but, you get what I'm talking about. It's still extremely nice. Okay, let's move on. I think this is where the next one was that merch request. Alright. Hageki. That one had looked good months ago. It played out, but now sucks. Alright, it was like spring back test, spring stuff from way back yesteryear. I mean, you had to go back many years. Yep, 2002. Anything above that 2002 ice line's fine. You're way above it. But yeah, really, distribution going on. Lots of distribution going on. I wonder if you could say it's a descending broadening wedge or just a downsloping channel. Definitely look at this supply line like that. Up thrust. If you adjust. Oh, it's just a nice downsloping channel. So what's going to happen? I mean, it could very well see lower prices, for an X, A, B, C, D situation. But hopefully, as long as it's going to make a higher low in 826, it's going to be fine. But, yeah, dude. Yeah, not much demand, right? Not many bids have come in, have they? But, yeah, anything above 826, long-term is bullish. It just might take forever for it to play out, okay? Jumped across the creek, but now it's like just... Since November 27th, dude, it's done nothing. It's like gut-wrenching. It doesn't pay a dividend. Right? November 27th, to now. And this thing about 174 days, it's bled out, lost 20% of its value. Oh, portfolio dragger, killer, man. It's just weak, man. So still, even if this was a swing low, it still needs to go a little bit lower. I think that was too deep for a harmonic anyway. I don't know. I mean, if we're just screwing around, I don't think that's a very good... It's too deep there anyway as well. It's like that. I don't know, man. Maybe it's at a 786. I just it doesn't really stick out to me right now as incredible. What's incredible is 826. We really liked it down here. But now at 1040, it's like it just made a lower high than the previous high. It's got a base of buying. It means like the bottom could fall out. It could sell off. Next, I don't see an edge on the daily on PCG. You got to move on, man. I was just like, but again, like that's great news above 645, 826. You're golden above that, but it could just take another year or something. Okay. Dang, dude. Wow. Nice chart, man. Look at it. It's the whole chart's a huge harmonic, isn't it? It may be a Gartley too, which I love Gartleys, man. Gartleys made me feel some sort of way, some type of way. No, it went a little deeper, didn't it? You know, Gartley PCZ's right here. You know, at 30 bucks. It went lower, hit the 886. So it's a Gartley Bartley, right? It's a Gartley bat. A Bartley. That's perfect age. So, you know, this is very similar to what does this remind you of? YFI last summer, late last summer. Remember, $8,000 hits an 886, and look on one low to the next low, you got really nice bullish divergence going on. Oversold territory is where you want to be on both lows on the RSI. It's like where the let there be no doubt. We can't get any more oversold. We're already oversold so much. So this could be a great area. Oh, I love it, man. It's so nice. Look at that. That little zone right there. What was once the inception price has now become support for the first time ever. Beautiful on XPEV. Nice, dude. Nice request. And you could have just like a lower low confirmation low, right? Like one low there, and then the second low hitting the 886 and the critical area. And you filled a gap, believe it or not. This thing filled a gap from November 4th. This is incredible. This is crazy, dude. Up 4.2% today.
Is that a joint?
Probably can't because stockholders, right?
I mean, it's legal, right?
It's totally legal.
Yeah. Might be illegal by the time this thing plays out and goes to possibly 60 bucks again. I mean, at least $38. So if you're talking about eventual long-term targets on the daily, eventually, if it's gonna play out, 60 bucks and then 74.80 or almost $75. Right, first target 38, second target 60, third target 74.50. Pretty freaking nice. Wow, man. What a day for stonks. A lot of developing opportunities on stonks. Crypto, it's just not the case. Like, it's just, there aren't many. I'm sorry. It's how it goes. All right, moving on. Immediately look at it and for a trade setup opportunity. It's eventually 22.48 though. I mean, you know, like we've been here before. I've definitely been here before, and it's like, you know, off ice lines, critical sports from history. You bounced, and between 660, 1279, it was straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up. You at the top, absorb the remaining supply. You've broken through it, and the target above 1279, 1380 is 22.48. I don't know. Maybe it's like 21.28 to 22.48. All right. Yeah. So it's just that's it. Yeah, weekly is probably nuts, dude. It's like a lower low double bottom. I would prefer to see eventually a pullback to confirm a higher low, because like really this low from November of last year is kind of like, it's like the wave up. You know, I don't consider that really much of a swing low. It'd be nice to see it eventually pull back, make a very real, discernible major swing low that happens to be much higher than the previous low, to say, hey man, the trend's reversing. Because there's always a chance it comes to, you know, it runs up, hits 22 bucks, sells off, and then we just want to see a big pivot, a real retrace, 50% retrace, back testing 1279, you know, and then that might be strategic for a long, but you know, great. Where it is, probably 21.28, 22.48 next target. So I can't say, oh, it looks like the one we just looked at where it's perfect prime opportunity for a long. Not really here. It's okay though. They're not all going to be like that. You see, it's a double bottom on this. This is like a similar, not really, never mind. I don't know, man. I get you. It's like a 95% retrace low too. I do like that, but I don't know about an XABCD. Right, like 95% retrace off that. The first high, September 2019. Look at the low from November 2020. Don't you love that? Where that's exactly where it had a huge rally. So yeah, this could definitely be a point. You don't get back down to 2018. People be like, that's a bear flag. Not if it makes a higher low than the previous low. It's probably not. So definitely want to pay attention to. It could be coiling up, consolidating before going to higher prices. It's a very real possibility. But, you know, it's like that argument. Is it a flag? Is it a bear flag, man? You know, it's like, I get you. Someone would be like, that's a bear flag, but that's what stop losses are for, I guess, right? This low to high. Any kind of like 95% retrace, 89% retrace is like a value perceived area. Other than that, though, it could be closer to a coin flip. You know, with no, what's the edge? I mean, is it the divergence, convergence? I don't know, man. I could definitely see it going down one more time. Maybe even testing $20 again. So, but I think there are better opportunities than PING, even though I could see where you're coming from on requesting it because it's like this. But I'm asking questions like, is it a bear flag? I don't know. Like, it had really bad earnings, got killed. But yeah, it's definitely like, okay, if one wanted to long this below $20, you're out. You want nothing to do with it below $20. But it's at $23.82, so that's a long way down. You lose a lot of percentage of value before getting even close to your stop out. If you're going to be strategic about it, that's you need the parachute. Below $20 is $15. So if it was going to hold, your upside's $28. If you ever broke $28, you're probably going to $37.91, almost $38. Like, that'd be your zone up there if you ever break $28. So you see it, right? The critical levels, it's in the dead middle, literal dead middle. So it's just really tough, you know, when assets are in the dead middle. How do you strategize your stop loss? It's kind of tough. It's impossible. Because, like, you set a stop below the previous low, 21.36, to try to be equitable to see $28. It sells off just slightly below that, doesn't violate the major ice line, and then rallies. You get stopped out, and then it goes $28 and $36. You're like, crap. So it's not in its dead middle of a range. Look, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down. Could be straight up again. It's consolidating, so. Okay, let's see here, man. Next one. Bueller. Hey, if you're enjoying the live stream, hit that like button, that bell, sub. We are 4 YouTube subscribers away from 56,000 subs. I think we could do that on this stream. Easy, right? Like, effortlessly. Seamlessly. 4 waited. You know, like this request for, like, what is it? 8-hour chart, you said? 8-hour Binance. Certainly congestion area, isn't it? Yeah. Certainly so. Trying to hold on, down 7% today. Below the 200 moving average. I mean, I get maybe why you're requesting it, but you said Corey, man, I don't know. I understand maybe. Yeah, above 67.06, it could be okay. Below that, you see where it goes. It goes straight down to 51.36. So, yeah, if it holds it, there could be upside. Your upside would be 99.58. Easy target, at least, that high from January 31st, February 13th. Look, March 16th, March 27th, April 12th. And maybe in the near future, who knows? But that will be how you target. So you had the scam wick. I don't know. Tell you about that scam wick. Was that just yesterday or something? 30K Bitcoin. Really tough, man, because it could go right back down there. So if you think about it, it's kind of like between 51.36 and 99.58. You're kind of in the dead middle, aren't you? So it's like, what if you have a stop loss just around 62.40 or something, and it goes down, stops you out, then rallies back above it, and then goes. It's just tough, man. Like, you know, the realest of real stops would be like below like 4,800, you know. Oh yeah, dude, look at that. Jeez, I'm sure people got stopped out there on that wick when it went to 45.50. What a joke, dude. Scam. It's a scam. Maybe it's a backup of some sort. Again, I have to ask I have to ask questions. So therefore, it's like not the best potential trade setup when I'm like, I don't know. Could it go back down to 51.36 again? Or is it going to hold 67? I guess one could try to strategize having a stop loss below like this low from April 3rd. Again, around like 61.50 or something, you know, and have fun. There's no real edge, nothing implying a continuation now. So that doesn't really help your argument. I think there are better arguments out there. Okay, that's all the requests. It really is. So thanks for all those requests today, and thanks so much for the 1,262 people tuned in. If you're enjoying the live stream, the like button, the bell, sub. Am I shadow banned, or just people don't care today? I guess probably don't care. All right, so been live 1 hour 20 minutes. Let's just look at one. Let's just take a gander here. I want you to see this. Burn this image in your mind about what it's doing. This is PayPal. PayPal. I was on the 8 hour, the 4 hour, whatever. It's the 4 hour. The old channel that you broke out of. You bounced off it once, twice, rallied, sold off. A bullish bat pattern at its pattern completion zone and reversing. So what's happening? What was once a supply line became a demand line, but is now it's confirming that the demand line is still a demand line, and the higher low signifies accumulation. To where, to me, it seems like the asset PayPal will be eventually running up to at least $300, around $300, because like X, A, B, C, D, a bullish or bearish Gartley or bearish bat, probably a bearish Gartley. So your upside could take you to, yep, eyeballing it, that's 618, 786. Your target on PayPal eventually minimum is 289. Okay. Or you might start seeing a reaction, but I think that's probably where it's headed in time. PayPal, beautiful opportunity, double bottoming, and a hyper bullish trend. Okay. Very good. Would you just say, someone say something? Oh yeah, it was a merge perch. What's up, idiots here? Thanks man for the support. EIX. Shogun Daily, Sing Triangle, Rise of the Valley. God, dude. Sounds really good. Let's go to it. PayPal, dude, you've been warned. Whatever. Go ahead and not care, because it's not your Nano or Pundi coin, okay? Great. EIX, Edison International. Wow, dude. Go to the weekly.
Can you take a look at dog? Thanks, good sir.
So Bitcoin, sure, if you want. I don't like it below $60. Do you? Do you like it below $60, dude? I see distribution going on. The most recent discernible events are lower highs than the previous highs in the weekly. That's not good. I don't like that. Alright, so that was your previous all-time high back from 2007. Ah, okay, so it's that other high right there. And it's catching some reaction at. So above $50 is okay, but you're not able to break 60. Look at the weekly moving average is down slipping. I don't like that. I don't like when the 200 week moving average is down. It's angled down, like pointing towards the trend it's in. And I don't like how it made a high. It made an X, A, B, C, D, like a bearish shark cipher. Maybe not the scam wick, but the candle close. A bearish harmonic reversing this trend for now. And I'm talking about the wick there. It's perfect. There's a perfect like little bearish cipher crashed, or it definitely marked down hard and is now pivoted, rallied, and is having a lot of trouble recapturing the previous levels. This can't even come close to threatening it. And again, what was once a resistance is now a resistance again. So on the weekly, I don't know, man. It had a really good run. Now it's just correction mode. You know? But yeah, he's talking about this. 1 valley, 2, 3 maybe. He's talking about ascending triangle behavior maybe. Yeah. Ascending triangle, or, you know, just a channel, like an upsloping channel. I think $60 is a big inflection point, man. You get above $60, it could be great, but you just failed. You've been failing to break $60 for literally about a year now. You haven't been able to do it, but every time you can't break it, you keep making higher lows. But now you're making a lower high. So I'm having to ask questions. Too many questions I have to ask here, right? What happened, you know, from the previous low. From 2000, that was crash. That was the global financial crisis to the high of 2017. It's 618 a couple times, right? So we know, like, you know, 618. It's not so much deep value, right? It's moderate value. At least you're above $50. Yeah, I don't know, man. Weekly is not really sticking out to me. Johnny, man. Oh yeah, no. Oh yeah, you're right, dude. I don't know what happened. My bad, dude. My bad. God. I'll get it. Jeez. Nice reminder, dude.
Did I miss something?
Very generous. Very generous reminder. Thanks, brother man. Okay, so H bar. Oh, let's start out on the weekly on this. God. Here's your H bar to BTC weekly chart. Looks pretty good, right? No breakout, range bound, but nearing the top of the range. I'll even plot that candle high close so you can see it's a zone between 741, 874. If you ever break it, yeah, pandemonium, bullish pandemonium for H bar, but you haven't yet. So you always run, there's always a chance. Like it hits these levels, these major inflection points, and reverses, sells off, gets near the bottom of the range, maybe fails to achieve it because it's a higher low confirmation, you know, of accumulation, and then it rallies again, but that could take like a few months. So that's the weekly. Daily, I mean, you could try to say that maybe it jumped across a creek here. I don't know. Is that the creek, man? Jumps across the creek and is now, again, just at the inflection point. It's all about the ifs now, right? I'm not predicting that it's going to break it. I'm just telling you, you're at a level where two major things can occur. It breaks it and goes into price discovery, insane mode, H bars at all-time highs on US dollar, or this is exactly the same area where a unfortunate reversal occurs because there's far too much supply the market participants have up here and not enough bids, right? Not enough demand to break it. So, you know, a lot of times that's what TA is. Like, you're looking for TA like spring back tests or hitting the bottom of the range. You're looking for jumps across the creek, bullish indicators. But at these levels, it starts becoming about the coin flip. Hey, it's all about the ifs. If it breaks out, it's going extremely high. If it doesn't, it's coming back down and could create an X, A, B, C, D or something. Comes down to 7, 8, 8, 6 retracing. Could be a long entry area, right? That just, you don't know with these inflection points. There you go, Johnny, man. Thanks for the 200 on the day. Much love. Icelandic Jesus, man. Also acknowledge Born. Slapping this bad boy on my construction hat so the job site knows I respect the TA. Boom. He respects the TA. What would TA be in construction? What could it be? I don't know. Thank you, dude. So there you go, dude. Critical areas. Play the song. Play the critical area song. No, I meant like an acronym. Like respect the TA, but what would the T be and what would the A be in construction, right? Not blueprints. Respect the truck analyst? I don't know. That doesn't really make much sense if you're in construction, You guess what, chat? More pathetic failures from the total crypto market cap. It is working on confirming that this area is a resistance. You got 11 minutes till it actually closes below it, right? Pathetic. You don't want to do that. You need to at least close somewhat inside the congestion area. You're just not doing it. Like, what are you doing, man? Well, there you go. Lo and behold, there's no edge on these assets right now because the dump happened yesterday. What's up? 1,400 y'all here. Almost 700 likes. Dude, we got over 1,000 likes in the past three streams, maybe 4. So we're streaking through the quad and into the gymnasium. Okay. Just go back to Bitcoin for a second. We only looked at it at the beginning of the stream and not again. We didn't look at it on the daily. Daily, here you go. Good news. Here's some. Dude, again, it's you got that going for you, which is nice type of good news, where it's gonna close most likely above the 200-day moving average. That's good news. Good news. It's gonna possibly close above, not 40K. I guess 40K. Let's see what really matters. I know 40K is important, right? But you want to see that critical. First time ever in history, it went to all-time highs January 8th and went to like 40,667. You really want to get back above that, man. That's a big deal. That's a real big deal. And you're not above that right now. So, but in good news, on the 4-hour, you got like 39,855. You're in this little zone here. An inflection point. Wow, inflection points. Remember, oversold for the first time since the COVID crash on the daily. Largest spike in negative momentum ever, but there's some hopium you can smoke. You're losing negative momentum today. Congratulations. For now. So you want to see another one that's amazing? Crazy, psycho, bullish. Zynga, a mobile gaming company on the stock market oh, it's so strong. It's like that. Was it all-time highs? Pretty sure it was. No, it wasn't all-time highs, which is awesome because your targets are like $15 to $16. Yeah, so I plotted this $9.92, $10 area because it was like this multi-year high created June of last year. And as you can see, you're correlating to it very well. One low, rally. Second low, above the 200-day moving average, and the higher low than the previous low, confirming accumulation. reaccumulation, whatever, because it's much higher than the previous low, that's for sure. So the old range it was in of some sort, you're out of it, and you're confirming that that is no longer the range you're in, right? To market participants anyway, psychologically speaking. And you have very, very strong bullish convergence on both oscillators. And it looks promising for $12. ZNGA, Zynga, mobile gaming. EA is an ascending triangle, Activision Blizzard. Video games look like they're about to announce that video games can get you a girlfriend. Like they're about to come out with this announcement based on the way the charts look. Moon! If that came out, if that news broke, the video games would get you a girlfriend. Think about what would happen to the assets. They would all explode to all-time highs, right? Most likely. So that's the way the charts look. Don't know what's going to happen. It just technically looks amazing all across the video game space. Oh, I will never post any chart ever to Wall Street Bets. Sorry, dude. Do not overdose on the hopium pipe. I don't even know. There's not even much of a hopium pipe in crypto right now. I just don't. There are gonna be times when assets are only showing a coin flip's chance of something happening. Be wary and cautious of people who are always trying to tell you at any given particular time that an asset is showing upside or downside potential. The system that I have, that you may not like it or whatever, is just flip a coin, and that's probably where it's going next. Go double bottom, retest the lows or V-shaped recovery, flip a coin. That's why we're looking at stocks. That's why we're trade setups on assets are being posted. I need you to see one more, okay? This is the last one I'm going to show y'all, and it's the best one, like by far the best one. This is it, dude. You wanna play ball with the smart money? Here is your opportunity to ride the coattails of the king. It's FEYE. FireEye. I was scanning today for a while, and this was the best looking one. Okay, you have an asset that has been range bound for 5 years. 5. Recently, something's happened. December, a breakout of the range, the multi-year range, and now a back test of the top of the range, not once, but twice. And on the second low, it's higher than the first low, which indicates accumulation. Accumulation after a breakout on a back test of a multi-year range with very, very little resistance above you. This is it, man. This is where like this asset could eventually run up to crazy psycho levels. Okay? It just doesn't get better than this. This is it. The successful backup. That's a backup you just got. Bullish convergence. This is what dreams are made of. This is why you watch the stream. And if you've been live, I've been live an hour 35 minutes. So if you've been watching an hour 35 minutes, you're now being rewarded for watching. Because this is the best dang chart I've seen, like on any chart, any asset I looked at today. So FEYE. You don't take action on it. I'm just telling you, pay attention to it so you can see the TA be respected in the next couple months. Because the composite operator spent forever acquiring a position, and now it's time. The accumulation phase is done. The markup phase probability is extremely high that it's coming. Okay? That's it. A lot of short interest, good. Let the composite operator squeeze the crap out of them. I don't care. Like it's not about like anything but the technicals, dude. I don't like minimum target 25.58. But you know, we're talking like 33, 34, $45, $55. Lots of upside anyway. Whatever. So it is Thursday. It is Thursday, so it is Patreon night tonight. We're just do a little podcast, nothing burger stream, just hang out, and who knows how it'll go after the crash, man. See like 5 people show up to it, whatever. just leaving it up for a couple more minutes. And we're good. Okay, 2 minutes. Oh, I didn't even know, man. Look, only it's 2 minutes till your daily candle close on crypto. Nice. And that's it. This is the last thing you see before tendies. Run out the clock situation. Okay, here it is. Here's Bitcoin. Above, going to close the daily above the 200-day moving average. Always good. You got that going for you, but you're below inflection point, like multiple inflection points, right? I mean, dude, it's like 2 different inflection points right next to each other. All right, it's just like that, you know, and you're just. That just shows you it's just not going to be easy to get back above 45K. It's just not. But if you can, great things could happen. Less than 1 minute till your daily close. That's why I'm here. I'm sticking around for that. And I think we've covered a lot today. A good amount of stuff anyway. And I wish there was an edge in crypto, like where it's greater than a 50% chance of something happening, but there's just not really, unless you're talking about Hex. I love Hex. My God, man. And Doge is pretty freaking good too. I think Doge and Hex is a win-win no matter what Bitcoin does. I feel like Bitcoin sells off one more time, Doge is going to get maybe a confirmation low at its pattern completion zone, and Hex would get a double bottom off the old candle open, which was the first trade setup target. So, I mean, like, it's a win-win for both of those. Everything else is kind of like, I don't know, BID was pretty strong looking, right? There it is. We made it, chat. We made it. Jesus chumps. Candle close above 200-day moving average, stuck at major inflection points. So again, mysteries abound. For now, you're back out of oversold territory. Congratulations. Nice. Not a very strong close or anything on the 4 hour. It's kind of like your typical nothing burger. Wow, dude. And you know, this is kind of all this stuff's happening around the 1618 fib extension. The previous low to high. Don't know if that's going to matter much or that means much. Okay, that's it, man. So appreciate the likes, love, support, contributions, everything in between. Thanks for the 766 likes. Doesn't look like we're getting 1,000 a day. Why would we? Bitcoin's not doing anything. And I can't give you a trade setup on crypto because it's not there. There's no edge. But it could just keep on going, man. And that's the whole point. It's a coin flip. So, if you're asking me what needs to be done, a lot. Like, there's so much work that needs to be done on this. There's just so many support resistances that have to be broken before you can feel really good about Bitcoin again, technically.
What do you think of Hex charts? Dip to 1.5C in the cuts?
No, probably not. No, probably not. Thank you for the 20. We already looked at it, but if you want to look at it again for a second, I can. Now, Hex is extremely bullish, where at any point now, 9.7 cents, or at least 7 cents. If you were talking about, I'm just now going to get into Hex, even though you were hand delivered a 1.1 cent entry, I mean, 7 cents, then 9.7 cents are your eventual targets on this asset. If Bitcoin wants to rally here sooner rather than later, if Bitcoin wants to dump and eventually retest 36,000, maybe 32,000, this thing goes back down to 4.1 cents and you get an even better entry. But for now, there is classic bullish divergence, a literal edge on the chart. I love Hex. I've loved Hex. Not because of Richard Hart, not because of the technology or the staking or anything like that, only because of the technicals. That's it. No other reason. I don't need any other reasons. So, dude. Thanks, Brennan. Brennan, your name is kind of messed up, dude. I don't know. How do you pronounce your name? Is that alien? Alien accents on your name? Tell us true. Is it actually space books? Decentralized space books? So I don't know, man. 41K, congratulations. But dude, it's like 42K, 43K, 45K. Like, there's just so many old lows back there that you gotta break through and breach, and then you gotta back test them and hold them as support. And when you do that, I'm gonna be real happy. Ethereum, just because local on the 8s, going back to Ethereum more time, Ethereum's a lot better looking than Bitcoin. It just is. Like, if we're talking pure technicals, I love Ethereum more than I like Bitcoin. I'm sorry. Because what Ethereum's doing is what Bitcoin should be doing. Ethereum's back testing and holding 2600 as support and confirming it. That it was like the spring, the back test of the spring, and you're well above it now. Like, that is, Bitcoin's below its levels and needs to break them and back test them and hold them like Ethereum. Unfortunately, there's still no edge on this. But either way, like, they're into Bitcoin, you're thinking that it will continue to outperform over time. And remember this demand line I had plotted. Look at this. Yeah, I mean, it's just like beautiful. I think you go back further. Wasn't it further? Yeah, dude, so many touches, man. Oh God, if you do it like that one low and these 3 lows and not that low, God, it like touched it perfectly. So either way, man, demand line, right? You're in an uptrend. You're still technically making higher candle close lows than your previous lows. That's undeniable. That is very real. So I like Ethereum a lot still, and you can't change my mind. I like it better than Bitcoin. Technically, they're different though. They're like like one's a platform for dApps and one's a store of value. And it's like the trust and integrity in this market. People have trust in it, in Bitcoin. So you need them both. Like, you need one to have I think you need to have Bitcoin to keep confidence in the markets, and the larger Bitcoin's market cap gets, the more confidence people have in this market, the more trust they have in it, and therefore it's only good for assets like Ethereum that are trying to provide real world services to people, right? Like NFTs and decentralized finance are 2 incredible inventions. And guess what? You think it's done? You think these incredible revolutionary inventions are done on the Ethereum platform? You're wrong. There are going to be a crapload more revolutionary inventions created on one of these decentralized platforms. Okay, Cardano, Ethereum, whatever. It's gonna happen, and we're all gonna be in here, be like, "What, dude? They came up with that? That's amazing!" Just like NFTs, just like DeFi. It's gonna be decentralized something else. We don't know yet, but it's coming. So be excited about the unknown, because as humans, we're only getting smarter. We're only learning more about this technology. Only more, bright individuals are getting involved in this space, and it's just going to keep snowballing, man. And it's only going to help people. People's lives are only going to be affected positively from the inventions that are created on the Ethereum or other platforms, right? Decentralized social media, great. Yeah, go ahead and invent it, man. Get it done and make it happen. Oh wait, it's not about. See, the problem with social media and platforms for that type of stuff that's already established and centralized is it's never about the creation of it. It's all about the ecosystem of users. And if you can have the absolute most pristine, incredible algorithm, problem solving algo or system, decentralized app, whatever, that is in that arena of social media or a platform for content creation, but if you don't get if you can't capture an ecosystem of viewers or users, it will always fail. And that's the problem, man. Like that, we're at this weird spot where you now have these centralized companies that are really powerful with unlimited resources that are constantly on the lookout for new competitors. And what they'll do is if a new competitor comes out that is a possible potential threat to them that they see, they will either destroy it, because these are tech oligarchs, man, that control all the media. They get connections to all the other hive mind media companies. All right, go ahead and slam that. Yeah, that guy's a racist. He's a supremacist. Oh yeah, dude. Oh, he's this or that. Okay, shut it down. Or they'll buy it. They'll just use their money and buy it out, and then they'll change it, in what it was. When someone buys something, they keep the name, but it becomes a completely different company. So, that's the problem areas we're at when it comes to decentralized social media or platforms for content creation. I don't know what it's going to be that's going to break us free of that. I don't know if it ever could. They're so well entrenched, right? The companies with the power that have consolidated for all these years are so in control. How do you get out of that control? Really tough. Anyway, that's my discussion on that stuff. No. That's all I got to say about that. All right. So stay above 2,500, 2,600 on Ethereum. You're extremely bullish. You're amazing. You'll break 3K. You'll go test 3K again. We don't know at that point. You break 3K, 3,500, boom, real fast. 3,500 is broken real fast, 4K. So very, very bullish trend still, all intact. No technical damage done at all on Ethereum because this low that was created yesterday is much higher than the low that was created just less than a month ago technically, right? 27 days ago, it's higher. That's awesome. So still, more market participants at the end of the close of that candle own this asset than they did before. Very good. Nothing wrong with that. Bitcoin's not doing that. It's just not. So that's why you gotta love Ethereum over Bitcoin right now until that meta shifts, until Ethereum starts making lower lows and Bitcoin starts making higher highs, higher lows, right? And the Ethereum to Bitcoin chart starts nosediving and you start falling back into below supports. You just can't be as bullish on Bitcoin as you can on Ethereum right now based on everything. That's an argument via technical analysis. That's not really opinion. That's just the way the charts are, okay? So all right. So thanks again for the likes, love, support, contributions, everything in between. Thanks for the 843 likes. I'll be back tonight for Patreon night. Until then, respect the TA. Wow, dude, I just got blitzkrieged with super chats. Tremendous says clairvoyant, thank you, dude, for the 5. Knowledge born, thanks for the 5. TA and constructionist, trucks approaching, boom, there you go. Digiverse says, I interviewed your disciple Matthew D. Oh yeah, but is that your name on your channel? Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, he brought it up, and I appreciate it, man. I appreciate the very kind words. I didn't know you were watching, and stick around, dude. Join the Discord too. Thank you, man. He's a Digibyte guy. Which, we feel about Digibyte. Get out of here with the irrelevant memes. They don't make sense, dude. Sorry. But thank you, man. Much love.
bet Moonboy only had 1,000 vet lol.
Oh, I assure you, he has way more than that. He even, announced to me the morning of the crash that he bought a lot more. I think it was like 8 cents or something stupid. Anyway, that's just what he does. He's Bet Moonboy, so things he do it's when I gangbang.
Gentlemen in the mix. my name is JP. I'm a robot. I like robots. I have a robot vagina.
Bow to your sensei. Bow to your sensei!
And then, just like that,
Adios, turd nuggets.